Hello my dear students. In this task we're going to make beading and boxing for secondary impression. Here we have lower impression. First we have to cut the modeling wax into a triangular shape to fill the lingual area. After taking the measurements to fit the gap. The point of making beading and boxing is to preserve the borders after making border molding and secondary impression while we pour the impression in stone. So we have to preserve these areas. Make sure here to heat the wax a little bit, especially the borders, to fit in the gap. The wax should be 2 to 3 millimeters below the borders. Make sure the wax is properly adapted in the area before we seal it. Yeah, we're making sure that the wax is 2 to 3 millimeters away from the borders all around. Then we'll start with the sealing by heating the wax knife and gently seal the wax to the borders. Here we maximizes the seal by adding extra wax After the lingual space is sealed, we will use different type of wax called beading wax. The cross section for the beading wax is rectangle. We have a little bit longer side than the other, so make sure that the longer side is your landing area. We will adapt the wax, and we have to make sure that the wax is again 2 to 3 millimeters away from the borders. Gently adapt it, and please do not distort the shape of the beading wax. And then we will seal it. Don't exert, please, extra pressure on the beading wax, because we don't want to distort the shape, the rectangular shape of the beading wax. Here we make a test, and we can see a space. We have to fill this space with beading wax. And here we finished the first step, which is called beading. We have to make sure that the impression is stable when we put it on the table by putting wax underneath it. We'll start then with the boxing. We use another type of wax. We cut a little bit of wax to adapt the area of the handle of the special tray, and then we will gently adapt the wax to make a box around my impression. This box has dimensions. We will talk about them later. First, we have to check the height. The height should be away from any part of the impression by at least 5 millimeters. If it is less than 5 millimeters, we have to add more wax to make the box higher. And then we'll start with the seal. We have to seal the box and not to let any space there, because we are going to pour the impression using stone, and we don't want the stone mix to escape out of this box. At this stage, we're going to make the stone mix. First, we put the water, 35 ml of water, and 100 grams of stone. We need a spatula and a rubber bowl. After giving it a good mix, we have to put it on the vibrator to let most of the bubbles comes out of the mix. And here we start pour the impression. on the vibrator, please. Increments of stone, and let them flow all over the borders and the impression areas that we want to duplicate. After set, take out all the wax, and afterwards we will see how we preserved all the borders and how we created a proper landing area away from the borders of the impression. Here is all my landing area. The beading wax filled this space. Then put the impression in hot water. You can see here the impression, the green stick is soft, so we can take it out gently from the cast. We remove the excess material and just we will do refining for the cast, and that's it.